Listen up, you Muppets. It's hot as hell outside, and you're probably about ready to melt into a puddle. But fear not, because I'm here to show you how to beat the heat with 8 bloody brilliant homemade summer drinks. We've got everything from classics like mango lassi to some of my own creations that are so refreshing they'll make you want to slap your granny. So grab your aprons, crank up the AC, and let's get cooking. Alright, you donkey, let's start with a drink so simple, even you can't muck it up. It's called the Lemon Mint Cooler, and it's as refreshing as a dip in the bloody ocean. First, grab a handful of fresh mint leaves. Give them a good slap to release the oils, then chuck them into a pitcher. Now, take 2 or 3 juicy lemons, roll them on the counter to loosen up the juice, then cut them in half and squeeze the life out of them into the pitcher. We want about a cup of lemon juice. Now add a cup of water and a tablespoon of honey or sugar. Give it a good stir until the honey dissolves. Taste it. Is it tart enough? Add more lemon. Not sweet enough? More honey. Once you're happy with the taste, top it up with water and chuck in some ice. Garnish with a sprig of mint and a slice of lemon if you're feeling fancy. There you have it, a lemon mint cooler that's so good, it'll make you want to shout from the rooftops. Next up, we're diving headfirst into a watermelon slushie that's so damn good, it'll make you forget all about that ice cream truck. Start by cubing up a whole watermelon. Chuck the watermelon chunks into a blender and blitz the hell out of it until it's smooth as a baby's bottom. Now, add a squeeze of lime juice. Just a splash, mind you. Pulse it a couple of times to combine. If you like your slushies thick and icy, you can go ahead and pour it straight into glasses. But if you want it a little smoother, add a handful of ice cubes and blend again until you get the consistency you like. Pour it into glasses, garnish with a slice of lime, and prepare for a taste explosion that'll blow your socks off. Now, let's tackle a classic Indian drink that's so delicious, it'll make you want to dance in the streets. Mango lassi. Get yourself some ripe mangoes. Peel them, chop them up, and chuck them into a blender. Next, add a cup of plain yogurt. None of that flavored rubbish, you hear me? We want the real deal. Now, for a touch of sweetness and a hint of spice, add a tablespoon of sugar and a pinch of cardamom powder. If you don't have cardamom, you can use a teaspoon of vanilla extract instead. Blitz it all together until it's smooth as silk. Taste it and adjust the sweetness according to your liking. Pour it into glasses, garnish with a sprinkle of chopped pistachios if you're feeling fancy. Get ready to experience the magic of mango lassi. Let's move on to something light, refreshing, and perfect for those scorching summer days. Cucumber Mint Sparkler. Grab a cucumber and slice it thinly. Chuck the cucumber slices into a pitcher. Now, grab a handful of fresh mint leaves. Give them a good slap to release the oils and toss them in with the cucumber. Next, top it up with sparkling water. Give it a good stir and let it chill in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to allow the flavors to meld. When you're ready to serve, pour it into glasses filled with ice and garnish with a slice of cucumber and a sprig of mint. This cucumber mint sparkler is so refreshing, it'll make you feel like you're sipping on a cool breeze. Alright, you lot, get ready for a taste of the tropics with this pineapple coconut smoothie. Start by chopping up a fresh pineapple. Chuck the pineapple chunks into a blender. Now, add a can of coconut milk. Make sure it's chilled for that extra refreshing kick. Next, add a handful of ice cubes. We want this smoothie to be thick and frosty. Blitz the hell out of it until it's smooth as silk. Taste it, and adjust the sweetness according to your liking. You can add a tablespoon of honey or sugar if you like it a little sweeter. Pour it into glasses, garnish with a slice of pineapple and a sprinkle of shredded coconut if you're feeling fancy. Now, let's take a break from the blender and whip up something simple yet incredibly refreshing. Berry infused water. Grab a pitcher and fill it with cold water. Now, take a handful of your favorite berries. Give them a good rinse and chuck them into the pitcher. You can also add some sliced citrus fruits like lemons, limes, or oranges for an extra zesty kick. Give it a good stir and let it chill in the fridge for at least an hour to allow the flavors to infuse. When you're ready to serve, pour it into glasses filled with ice and garnish with a few fresh berries. This berry-infused water is so refreshing and hydrating, it'll make you want to ditch sugary drinks for good. Alright you lot, let's get back to basics with a classic that's both refreshing and good for you. Iced green tea with lemon. Brew yourself a pot of strong green tea. Once it's brewed, let it cool down to room temperature. Now, add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Just a splash, mind you. Give it a good stir and pop it in the fridge to chill. When you're ready to serve, fill a glass with ice and pour in the chilled green tea. Garnish with a slice of lemon and a sprig of mint if you're feeling fancy. There you have it, a classic iced green tea with lemon that's both refreshing and packed with antioxidants. Finally, let's end things on a sweet and tangy note with this peach iced tea. Brew yourself a pot of strong black tea. Once it's brewed, let it cool down to room temperature. Now, for the star of the show, peaches. Get yourself some ripe peaches, peel them, chop them up, and chuck them into a blender. Blitz the hell out of it until it's smooth as a baby's bottom. Strain the peach puree through a fine mesh sieve to remove any lumps. Now, mix the peach puree with the cooled black tea. You can add a tablespoon of honey or sugar if you like it a little sweeter. Pour it into glasses filled with ice and garnish with a slice of peach and a sprig of mint. There you have it, a peach iced tea that's so delicious it'll make you forget all about that sugary store-bought stuff. And there you have it, you lot. 8 refreshing homemade summer drinks that are guaranteed to quench your thirst and cool you down on even the hottest of days. From the tangy lemon mint cooler to the tropical pineapple coconut smoothie, there's a drink here for everyone. But hold your horses, we're not done yet. No meal is complete without a little something sweet, so make sure you stick around for the milk barfi recipe. So go on, get cooking, and don't forget to subscribe for more delicious recipes and cooking tips.